What can you guys tell us about your characters? I know that Greg's been careful kind of revealing too much about things. What can we talk about with that?
What can we reveal that we
Yes,
shouldn't reveal? Nothing. Yeah, nothing.
That's easy. All right, next question.
Yeah, next. You, the guy from Philly. No,
Well, David created the show, so he has all the secrets trapped in there. I think, as far as my character is concerned, the character I play is somewhat in the dark on everything. He's the skeptical journalist that's coming to learn about this group of people who claim to have had alien abduction experiences. So, for me, I'm in the dark almost as much as you all are, because I'm learning this stuff because he won't share anything.
no, I don't trust Wyatt. I feel like he would definitely leak all of it
I'm a
immediately
blabbermouth.
on his blog,
Yeah.
on his Tumblr page.
Yeah. Blabbermouth.tumblr.blabbermouth. Because .com is taken.
It was.
Does that make it interesting playing the character, not knowing what's going to happen next?
It does. I mean, this is not something I do a lot as far as acting, and so I think as many things as you can do to sort of help it not feel as crazy for me, I'm happy with. I'm the type of person that I think I want an acting experience to feel like when you go bowling and they put the little bumpers in the gutter. So staying in the dark is kind of like having those gutter bumpers where, I'm not gonna tip anything or be like, I know what's happening next, because I'll say it in the middle of the take and just ruin it.
Yeah, it's ruined a lot. A lot like that. We had to throw so much footage out already that we're kind of behind the 8 ball, so we might not be able to shoot the last 2 episodes.
So how did the idea for the show come about?
I had a notion that it might be kind of a cool world to explore when I read an article about alien abduction support groups, and I thought that was a pretty great normalizing thing for a pretty big sci-fi conceit, and I really liked the idea of a lot of normal people like us struggling with something as big as alien abduction and having no one else to talk to about it, and then maybe the people you have to talk to about it you don't like so much, or maybe they're people that you never would have met, you never would have interacted in any other way. So I like the idea of taking a sci-fi thing and putting it in the world of kind of an AA-like support situation and grounding it and saying that all these normal people experience something so big that they have to talk about it and they can only talk to each other about it. That felt like a great way to make this group or a family of characters.
Did you do any research or attend any events?
Yeah, I read Communion, which is great. That is a great book, and I read a lot of other books that are interesting, and some of them are terrible writing. And you're just thinking like, wow, I just want to know more about the person that wrote this because it's so kind of strange. But Communion is so good in that it's this guy Whitley Strieber, and he's talking about his abduction experience. And you're reading it and you're saying to yourself, or I was saying to myself, okay, so Whitley Strieber, either this happened or he's a genius and it didn't happen and he was able to invent all of these very specific details that you wouldn't normally talk about with an abduction, like, oh, their hands smelled like this, the ship smelled like dry leaves, or he's insane. But that was the most helpful book in looking at this.
We did also, I know when we got to Toronto, we spent some time with a journalist who had met up with an alien support group in the Toronto area, and so we spent a little time talking to him and just getting a sense from him what it was like to kind of be among people who believe.
Did that inform your character, sort of?
Again, like I said, this is not my forte, so I'm just trying not to tie my shoes together.
Fair enough.
Wyatt's being modest because the thing that's amazing about The Daily Show, and I think it's a combination of that and stand-up comedy, is that I find that people that were on The Daily Show are incredibly good listeners. and
But
and they do the job on that show seems to be processing somebody who's crazy, and the comedy is in the reaction and the hearing of their crazy, and we get to see it play out on their face. And to me, that show makes incredible actors. Has made incredible actors. I don't think it's an accident that Steve Carell came off of that show. I don't think it's an accident that Wyatt spent time on that show, because it seems to be a training ground for people who listen funny, and it's a really hard skill to find, and I think it's a very unique skill to develop, and Wyatt has a ton of it.
Can you talk a little bit about the evolution of the aliens themselves? We see a little bit of the trailer, the sort of grey guys.
Yeah.
So, what was your thinking there?
Just in general about how to kind of tell stories around them?
I was thinking
or-
more about their sort of look and what they're like.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. I kind of, there's a nice thing about alien lore, and I think it was kind of good to go with existing alien lore for the show, because you can easily get into a place where you're like, this guy's purple and he's like bleep blorp blorp. But if you actually go with the kind of tribes of aliens that believers feel like are out there, there's grays, there are Nordics or whites, and there are reptilians who live among us, and they're disguised as humans. And you can go to a Wikipedia page, and it has got very specific parameters. So a lot of it was just staying as true to experiencer accounts and being as true to the existing lore that's out there, so the show doesn't kind of float away to crazy land, and it gives it some kind of a shape to work against.
I mean, to answer the other part of the question you just brought
Yeah.
up, so I mean, are they? Do they have a plan, or I mean, are they just a sort of thing that's in the background to sort of a story that is an evolution?
I tell you that. And I think you'll find that the exciting thing to me about the aliens in this show is that they have problems, but they have mundane problems that any of us have. They don't love their job. They might not have the relationship that they want. They don't like their coworkers as much as they could. So I think the challenge is to tell a story that includes a group of people working through things in a support group, and then maybe finding that the aliens have things on themselves they want to work on that are a lot like the people in the group, and grounding it in kind of a naturalistic world.
We're allowed to ask one more.
Yeah, you might as well.
Might as well go. Yeah. The problem is she keeps walking by going like this.
I know.
Okay.
Do it quick.
I know. I feel the pressure now went out of my head. I had a really good question there too.
Oh God! Abort!
I'm like, I forgot my question.
Do you guys believe in aliens?
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
When you think of it,
my answer is, I think I don't know, but I think it's an arrogant position to assume that as Earthlings we are the only beings out there. I think it's either a very arrogant position, or it's, oh, okay, then we're the anomaly, and we are the tumor, we are the virus, we are the problem, and so it's either that or, yeah, so I feel like I would rather think, oh no, we're not the tumor, so, yeah.
Yes, I believe in aliens.
like they're walking
Full
among us,
stop.
or like they're, you know.
No, I think there's aliens. Sure, why not? There's stranger things in nature and in science than aliens. You know, yeah, that seems good. That seems right. There should be aliens in our universe.
Well, in life, I mean, that's the other part of it too, is that, you know, the assumption of what life on another planet is, it's also our position, again, it's a sort of arrogance of like, well, if there's life, it's like us, humanoids, walking and talking and making spaceships. And
That's exactly what I sound like when I make that observation.
yeah, I think most
Like a
people do.
1930s newsboy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're around us.
But yeah, it could just be, paramecium that are just swimming in some water somewhere on a frozen planet.
You're good. If that's
Anyway.
what came in the
Star
ship.
Trek, the new movie. Go check it out.
They came and it was just paramecium in a little jar, and it would be really disappointing.
That's their ship. It's
Yeah.
just a jar.
Yeah. so advanced.
Season 2 is coming along really well. I can see
Yeah.
that.
It's going really well. It's going really well. We're
Seems
totally
to be.
getting picked up.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Don't worry, guys.
Especially if you pitch that, I can't see how.
Yeah.
We just
A
did.
jar with-
Boom.
yeah.
We might not even have to make it. We might just show this.
We got it on cameras.
This will cut.
Season 2 done.
Done.
Yeah.
In the back.
Rap party. Let's hit the bar.
Is there anything like for your inner nerd coming out this week at Comic-Con? Is there anything that you particularly are looking forward to kind of seeing and getting in there?
Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad looks iconic.
Yeah.
I'm a little agnostic on the superhero movies lately, but there's something about that movie that looks like it's working pretty well.
I want to go see Captain Kirk's chair. I want to go on the floor, walk around, see some artists, go look at old comic books that I can't afford to buy. So I think for me, I'm going a little more the traditional route. Yeah. Old
Maybe the
school.
show gets picked up and you keep going, then you can afford those comic books.
Yeah. That's the season 2 wrap gift.
Superman
$50,000 comic book.
Why it's tough to just be like,
Yeah, that's all. I'm just gonna buy it to destroy it.
destroy it.
Yeah.
I just
You
wanted
can,
to destroy
okay.
something beautiful.
Yeah. Just gonna buy it and set it on fire in the middle of the convention hall.
You could have the most expensive wiener roast ever with
Yeah.
the Superman 1 comic
Yeah, the
book.
kindling is just gonna be. Kindling is just old comic books. Yeah.
Some people just want to see the comic books burn.
Yeah. All right.
All right, guys.
Thank
you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Did you remember your question?
No! Is that awful? I suck. And when you guys walk out of the room, I'm be like, wait a minute, I have it now, please.
Yell it.
I will. And you'll be like, okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't remember.